Hello everyone. I hope you all are very well by the grace of Almighty, omnipresent and omniscient Creator. Well, I'm very well, and that's why I'm here to share something respecting academic writing, academic writing. When the term academic comes, then writing comes first to me, I think. It's not possible to progress in your academic life without writing appropriately and diplomatically. So you have to always maintain a very good criterion, a very good standard of your writing in your academic life. One thing we need to think: writing is not very important for academic life, but also important for every sphere of our life. So henceforth, I emphasize writing very much, and especially in also academic writing, it's quite different than the general writing. So you have to maintain a lot of things while writing. Okay, now I'm going to tell you how to organize their writing. When we are going to write an article, we need to keep some basic keys, some basic rules to trim up our writings. First thing, when writing something, we need to introduce the thing. So if we want to, at first, for writing anything, we need a message of what you'd like to write. We have to have content. We have to have information to write regarding the matter. So, introduction is the first and prime issue of your writing. And in introduction, you will introduce the fact. You will outline, or you will define the fact what you are gonna mention, and then body comes. Body, and followed by introduction, body comes. In body phase, you will describe the whole things, your ideology, you'll reason the fact, you'll find out, you'll analyze, and you'll mention your findings, and you'll mention your positive and negative sides if contradictory, and overall all the things would be mentioned in the body phase, and later conclusion. In conclusion, you will mention you'll recap the whole things. That means you'll write the gist of the context, and so you will mention the probable solution or your opinion. Okay, that's the thing actually. This is a general writing. So now I'm gonna tell you how to write the IELTS academic writing. Let's know something basic differences between academic writing and general writing. Academic, and now let's have a definition, or let's be introduced to the academic writing. Academic writing is more precise and comprehensive. In contrast to the academic writing, the general writing is not comprehensive, but should be very easy to understand, and sometimes it's more elaborated. Let's have an example of academic writing. Repetition of a particular course suggested by manager Sir when requested to recruit me as a teacher of that course. So this example is turning into general sense, general speaking, or general writing. General writing pattern is like this. Let's see. I requested manager Sir to give me scope to be a teacher of that particular course, but he suggested me to do the course again before I joined as a teacher. So let's have a second example to clarify the issue very clearly. In academic writing, we have to use appropriate word, and we have to enrich our lexical research. So lexical researchful is very important, and overriding important is using words appropriately. Let's have an example. Extremity of diabetic syndromes are badly debilitating that exacerbate a number of decompensatable complications. So it's example of academic writing, and here I have used some vocabularies that are not commonly used, like extremity of diabetic syndromes. In case of syndrome, people say the complications, diseases, but here I have used syndromes. So, extremity of diabetic syndromes are badly debilitating. Debilitating, here the word debilitating has been used in case of in case of weakening, in case of being ill. So it's not commonly used. And exacerbated also a kind of word which is not commonly used, and decompensatable as well. In contrast to this example, as generally common vocabularies are used. So let's have an example of this of the general writing. Diabetic causes many diseases that badly harm our body. Ultimately, it draws out many life-risking complications. So it's an example that you can really assume that it's very easy, and the vocabularies are very commonly known to all. And standard sentence pattern is also very important in case of academic writing. And for general writing, there's no strict rule to be maintained, and punctuation, high grammatical accuracy. These are the noticeable benchmark of your academic writing. In contrast to this, sentences are not very organized, very ornamental like academic writing, and the punctuation is not actually, mostly punctuation is not used. And academic writing is more formal than the general writing. Okay everyone, that's all for the time being. Hope it will be at last a little effective. It'll be a little effective for your writings, and hope you'll be benefited from my speech. Thank you all. Bye.